Hey everybody, it is Devin, half of Dads and Dice, and I am here with another Wednesday night solo stream. Tonight I am going to be playing Now or Never by Red Raven Games. This is my favorite of the kind of, near and far, above and below, Now or Never. This is my favorite one of the trilogy. Honestly, I like all of them quite a bit. I realize I'm going to have to grab something here in 1 second. Yeah, can you grab my phone that I think I just left on the counter right there? Thank you. Wonderful wife Lacey, going to grab it for me. Anyway, she's clanging and banging in the kitchen, so she's starving to death and has to eat, and I can't disrupt that or I will be dead. So you're going to hear that for a little bit. Appreciate you joining, sticking in. But yeah, today I am playing Now or Never. I find Above and Below, really, it's like the games kept expanding. So you had Above and Below that was very much a Euro little game, and then you had Near and Far that really swerved heavy into the exploration side of it, while still keeping kind of the Euro mechanics, and then Near and Far swerved heavy into the Euro mechanics while still keeping the exploration. And so I don't know, I really like it. I'm going to get it switched over here. So this is the game. Very expansive game here. It's very long board. It's going to take up a lot of table presence. This is everything for a single player game, and then you just keep adding more for multiplayer. So you have this is your shared kind of board that we're going to be traveling on here. This is kind of a shared, we'll call it resource pool board here. And then this all is player area stuff. So every player is going to have one of these boards, one of these character boards, and all of these different building tiles that you eventually can build out and place over here. But yeah, quite an expansive game. So today, and this is a not necessarily story-driven game, but there is story elements in the game. So I, just because I wanted to, and mostly because I wanted to play on this underside of the board. So there is a top side of the board. This is the bottom, or the reverse side of the board. The, what is it called? Undercity, maybe is what it's called, or Under Caverns. Can't quite remember what it's called. But just because I wanted to play on it, I am playing Chapter 4, which has this little scenario book here. And I know it tells me what it's called. Underground. But yeah, so I am going to play Chapter 4 just so I can play with this. Honestly, very minor tweaks in it. These little locations that are pre-printed on the board are all slightly different. They function very close to the same, but they're slightly different. And then there's a couple special underground monsters. So the ones with, I know it's kind of hard to tell, but this kind of lighter background here. So this one, and this one are special to this side of the map, as well as just being a part of the scenario. This level 3 monster is a special little tank guy. It doesn't really matter once you play the campaign and kind of go through the story. It doesn't really matter when you play just a game what scenario you do, your chapter. You can, there's 6, and you can kind of just pick and choose from there. Or they have like a base game where you don't care about the story at all. And when you get these tokens, you just flip them over and you get whatever's on the back side of the token. So anyway, so playing Now or Never. Now or Never is played over 6 seasons, is what they call it, or rounds. And each round is, it's not necessarily a set amount of turns, but you're going to do things until you pass and can't do any more. 3 of those things are going to be movement-based things. So you have 3 kind of action markers here, and this will be equivalent to moving 2 spaces, 3 spaces, or 4 spaces, depending. You can use them in any order, but depending on which one you use. And that is just moving your character around the map, and then doing whatever is either in the location. So it can be doing an actual location action. It can be exploring one of these little things, which relates to little story passages, and it can be fighting monsters. There's also some quests that we have, and I started with 4. You start with 8, kind of a hand of 8, and you pick the 4 you want. And so going to special places, like if I go to Ublo Tower and I turn in a book, I can get 3 points from this guy or from this space up here, and I'll show those as I'm doing them. But anyway, so on your turn, you're going to either do that, or you could do a specialist action, I think is what they call it. Yeah, so you do your hero action, that's what these are called, where you move, possibly play a quest card to the location, visit a location, which is fighting an enemy or whatnot. Or you do a specialist action. So I start with 2 specialists. This guy here, I pay 5 coins and I can build something. Or I pay 5 coins with this one and I can fully heal. I have a little health bar here starting at 15 and get a little shell here. So yeah, you can do that. You can also recruit more specialists over here. Yeah, and so there's 4 different types of specialists. These are 2 of them. So building, the first time I build, I will pick one of the tiles along the outside, and the cost is going to be the cost on the right here. And then if it produces something, it's this little left-hand spot here. Some are in-game scoring, some are additional bonuses like cheaper buildings or whatnot. But yeah, so you place it then somewhere along this bottom row for your first one. And then from there, it's orthogonally adjacent to the first one you place. And then the same goes for the first one you pull. You can pull from anywhere, and then the rest are orthogonally adjacent, I believe, to the empty space. I don't think you can go from the outside again. I'm going to double check that real quick. Hero, no, specialist action, building. If it's your first build, you must choose originally. Yeah, only adjacent to the empty slot. So first one you build any, and this really is the biggest variable setup of the entire game, is the way that these things fall here. For me, I think it's the perfect amount of variable setup, but some may disagree. Yeah, so you'll build with this specialist here. You'll fully heal with this one. You have a specialist up here, if you can see, like this guy. These give experience tokens. You will use your experience for various different things. Mostly they are to kind of upgrade your power slots in your board. But some other locations and whatnot will also ask for experience or some quest cards. And then the last one I don't see, but there is a specialist that allows you to buy more gear from this here, and the same thing, you can buy this paying this coin, and then you have 3 kind of blue gear slots, and you have 4 red gear slots that are your fighting, and you just pay the coins and stick them over there. So that's really it. As far as solo and how it works, really you are just playing against a, you're not playing against anything. You have an AI that has a set of cards, and really all this is going to be doing is helping to cycle things through. Cycle these villagers through here that you can get, cycle the specialists that you can get. They will take some of the quest things, they will take some of the monsters. That way you can't just completely like wreck the game doing your own thing. It does at least take some things away, but they don't score anything. And then they have, technically the rulebook says for them to have their own player board. It doesn't matter because the only thing that you're ever going to use are specialists. So I'm going to use, and at most they can never have 4 specialists, so I'm going to use this kind of like bottom section here to be their specialist. And that is where I'm just going to place them, and if they get more, I will have them sit underneath there. Okay, just making sure that's good. Okay, so honestly, I think I can just kind of begin. So I will go over the 4 quest cards that I took here. Normally you get one, where is it? This one, which is kind of like an end game victory point quest. So I have that right there. And I did keep that one, but I also had the option of, you have one like kind of ongoing ability quest. And I had this one here, which lets you spend a mana to heal 6. However, I don't have a whole lot of mana in the game, and I didn't necessarily want it to be used for 6 health, so I chose not to keep that one. And then I had 6 kind of options of just the basic quest here, and I picked a mix mash of them. So I have something that goes into Wailing Caverns, which is over here. I have something that goes into City of Spirits here. And then I have one for Ublo Tower here. So really now I just need to think about what I want to do, right? And the keys to the beginning of the game are you want to increase your production. So there are 4 types of resources, and I'm going to kind of show my resource board over here. I start with 2 seashells. That's just what happens in chapter. Michael is saying the video is buffering. I don't know. Okay. Well, welcome, Michael. Appreciate you jumping in. Yeah, let me know if you see anything else. But yeah, so I start with 4 resources, or we have 4 resources here. And really, if you see this kind of market, this anytime action market, trading resources is how you are going to get coins. So you want to produce things in order to sell them to then produce more. So ultimately, the goal is once we get to the end of the game, we will reset everything to 0. We'll have a final production, and then we'll sell off everything, and that coin value is your base starting score. So I want to just start a kind of resource engine. So I start with 17 coins and a seashell, and then there are these books here which some buildings give, and that just allows you to do some of these quests. Like this one requires a book, this requires a book, this requires 2 books. So looking at this here, I have a quest that's easy to do over in Ublo Tower. I just need a book, and so I could build something that gives me a book. Right, so along the outside, +1 movement, that's always good. This just straight up gives a book. This is an in-game one, probably don't want that. This Bottle Demon on production, a couple other in-game scoring. So I could do that. However, I can tell you I want to work my way to Wailing Caverns, which is here. Because if I do this quest, which actually doesn't cost anything but going over there, when I trade in from now on a set of 3 shells, I'll get 8 coins instead of 5. So right here, 3 shells, normally 5. And since I start with 2 shells, if I can make my way there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces, so I could do it with movement. That's what I want to do. I also have one here, which ongoing during each production, you gain a Bottled Demon, and that costs a book over up here in the City of Spirits. So I think I want to work my way toward that side of the map. Although a lot of me does kind of want to just go crush this monster, and I can show you how battling works. And the level 1 monster is really not a challenge at all. I think I'm going to try and work my way there. So again, I can get there basically in 2 turns, so kind of the most efficient way to do it So there's like a... I can move 3 here, but I don't have an experience token in order to trigger this. So I'm not really like thinking that's what I want to do. And then if I went 4 first, I'd end up doing nothing. So I don't really want to do that. What if I went here and then 1, 2, 3, 4? So if I moved my 2 and went here, and then I went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I could use my 3 to go there. I could also come to this one, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then do... Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to use my 3 movement. And the reason I'm going to do this way is because I don't really want to go through... Every time you go through a mountain like I'm about to do right now, you take 1 health. So I take a health just from doing that. And I am just going to explore this spot here. And so how exploring works, I take this search token and I'm going to put it on my board here. It gives me 1 production. Is this a BYOS or do you have to meet a certain condition? Unfortunately, this is a beat your own score. I think this game is completely great, Michael. If you've never played it, me and my wife played through the whole campaign, and we both absolutely loved it. This is my first time doing the solo, but yeah, the solo is just a beat your own score. The only thing the AI is going to do is take stuff away. But yeah, Shelby, welcome. Patrick, welcome. And yeah, table presence on this one is great. I was talking about it in the beginning. It's so expansive. All of this is a player area, so if you got another player, they're going to have all of this as well. And it's cool. This is my character when Joe and I played. I love this one. We need to try the others in the series. For sure, Shelby, I honestly think all 3 are great in the series. Above and Below, I've played probably the most. This or Above and Below, I've played the most. Near and Far, I believe I've actually only played once. But yeah, you're absolutely right. This does have video game art for sure. I could definitely see buying something off Steam that looks like this. But yeah, so back to Michael's question, it is a beat your own score. But so I'm going to explore here. So every character has their own section in the book here, right? So you got Mark Long, then the chick, then Zeke. And when I played the campaign, Shelby, I actually played Zeke, the little blue creature guy. And then I played a game before as Mark Long, so this time I thought, well, you know, I'm going to play Namel. And Namel is a female cat robot that is protecting her daughter. That's kind of her little backstory there. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully you can watch this gameplay and really like it. So anyway, when you go into the book here, this is the only kind of one thing about solo is you just try and don't cheat. That's the best way to do it. Normally, somebody else would read this and they would kind of tell you your options. I'm going to do my best just not to glance at what you get for the picking of each one. But yeah, so I am here and it is a witch holds a yellow lantern on a long stick. I could use some help gathering glow moss down here. You little girl, you could help me. So I could A, tell the witch to stay away from my daughter, skill 5, or B, I could help the witch search for glow moss, skill 7. So I gotta real quick think, if I stop here, I gotta spend 5 health. So when you search, I will roll this dice and basically you pay life, the difference of what you're trying to do versus what you rolled. So if I go here, I'm going to have to pay 5 life. And if I go here, I'm going to have to pay 8 life. So that's 13, and I'm at 14. So I'm almost certainly going to have to do some healing. So if I'm going to have to heal anyway, I might as well possibly go for the higher skill, which I'll have to pay more life for anyway. So I'm I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help the witch. That's what I'm gonna do. It's skill 7. So I rolled a 2. I know the 3-sided die makes it hard to see. Rolled a 2, so I'm gonna pay 5 life. 5, and then you can always choose to pay an additional 2 life to get kind of a little bonus. Which I might do because I know I'm going to have to heal in order to kind of do this action. And I'm wanting to do this action because I'm wanting to go there for my quest, right? So I'm going to go ahead and pay the extra 2 and just get whatever bonus, knowing I'm going to heal anyway. Kind of early to have to heal, but yeah, it is what it is. So I'm going to help the witch. The glow moss tingles with static electricity when you touch it, but your metal hands only absorb the energy. Must be useful having metal arms, says the witch. But it's not great for hugs, admits Quarry, which is Namal's daughter. You pause, considering the complication of a metal mother trying to cuddle or comfort her daughter. So my reward is +1 reputation. Reputation will not matter much. It's a couple of victory points in just the standalone, but it does matter quite a bit in the actual whole campaign of the thing. I get 1 shell, and I get 1 book, and then since I did the bonus, I will get a coin and another shell. Okay, so I'm all right getting the shells because my goal is to make shells more valuable. So that's it. Yeah, it's choose your own adventure. I might like how this looks. It's like a bigger Sleeping Gods, not that you get much bigger. Well, yeah, it's well, right. So it's Red Raven. So it's the same, designer and artist of Sleeping Gods, and Ryan Lockett does all the story, the narrative parts as well. He does it all. But yeah, it's like that with very Euro. This is a very besides the little bit of dice, it is a very Euro game, and they actually have like a variant that you can spend a resource to do rerolls if you wanted to even mitigate the luck. I don't think it's all that bad when it's a 1 through 4. To me, it has never bothered me in this game. But yeah, so that's how you do the narrative, and then I get to keep this little token, and this means on production I get a coin. So that is just how that works. So over to the AI. The AI's got this deck of cards here. I'm going to keep it off screen because it's taking up enough real estate of stuff. But it's going to recruit a specialist. The bot recruits the leftmost available specialist and exhausts the specialist if there's no slots. So they're just going to recruit this specialist here and exhaust it. And it doesn't say this. I'm going to do this and call it a house rule, but because their stuff always refers to the leftmost, normally you would just like replace that, but I am going to slide everything to the left. That way it's not just always taking the left, like the same spot that it would have cleared. But that's all it does. Solo is really there to just kind of help you refresh and go through stuff. And this, actually, we now have got the last gear guy. So this is the last specialist. So this is the one that lets you buy gear, which maybe I do. I was thinking I had liked this. So this is gain 1 heart whenever you roll a 4. I'm not going to do it yet, but I'm going to think about that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to keep continuing on because I'm wanting to make it here to the Welling Cavern. So I'm going to move 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And honestly, this way I did avoid quite a few mountains. I'll probably have to go through one here. Not probably, I will have to go through one there. And really, do I want... This lets me heal... I need, but 1, 2, I could end in either of these spots, really. No, we'll do this one. It's fine. I'm just thinking, I could end in either of these spots and still make it here with my 2 movement. If I go here, I'm literally just getting 5 coins that I'll have to spend to heal, but I think that's my best option. So, so I moved. Now I'm going to do the action on the board. So last time I did a search, right? This time I'm just going to do the action on the board, which is spending 5 health. So I am down to 7, and I'm going to get 5 coins. Okay, over to the bot. The bot is going to roll a die. Got a 4. On a 3 to 4, the bot draws a quest card from each draw pile. So, just cycling these cards. Okay, over to me. Oh, and now I have to heal because I want to come do this, and if any action ever makes you go down to 0, you just immediately stop your turn, right? So like, even if I had 8 health, that would put me at 0. I wouldn't actually be able to do this. I'd have to be at least at 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my own specialist here. And really, I kind of have 2 options, because I can always use their specialist too. So how using a specialist works is you pay this top coin amount and you use their ability. You can use other people's specialist, but if you did, so let's say this was, Paul's specialist, I could still pay 5 coins. Paul actually gets 3 of those coins because I'm using his specialist, and then it flips it over. He wouldn't be able to also use that specialist. But it's a really, I think, cool mechanic of the game. And played strategically, you can kind of use one of your opponent's specialists that might give you a reward that you need, and also force them to have to come back and using yours, which honestly ends up netting you both a little bit more coins. So I think that's really cool. In this case, I'm okay using my own because I'm going to get a shell. And remember, I am going to try and turn in this Wailing Caverns quest, which makes my shells more valuable. So I'll get a shell here. So I'm going to spend 5 coins, and I'm just going to heal fully and get a shell. I promise you normally get more than just shells, but here we are. Okay, over to them. And the bot is going to basically keep taking turns until I pass. And once I pass, I'm done. So they're going to exhaust a specialist. So the bot exhausts the leftmost specialist, which is this one. If all are exhausted, they'll exhaust my leftmost, and I'll get the tax. So in that way, they would use yours to pay you. Okay, and next, I am just going to move 2. We're going to go 1, 2 here to the Wailing Caverns. So when you do your turn, I'll do it in order here. You move, then you can play a quest, which I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to play this quest. This is what I would have to pay, which in this case is nothing. And this will be worth 1 point at the end of the game. And then it's Glogo Settlement. You find a hidden Glogo town and make a trade agreement with them. So ongoing, when you trade a set of 3 shells, you gain 8 coins instead of 5. I don't have a good spot to keep these quests. We'll just kind of do that. And so yeah, for the rest of the game, I can trade shells for 8 coins each. And that brings me to possibly trading some shells now. Oh, and then I'm going to pay my 8 life. So go down to 7. And I can get 2 more quest cards. I can look at 3, taking 2, and I get another shell. And I'm going to look at a ongoing and these have names. It's like artifact and something else. You usually can't do like a ton of the end game. I'm going to do maybe I do 2 of the ongoing. and 1 regular. And so I'll keep 3. So this is at the Snail Caverns, which is here. It does require 2 books, and I only have 1. Whoops, I should be at 1. And once per combat round, I can spin one of these to get 2 shields. I don't have a lot, so I'm probably not going to keep that one. This is ongoing. I can spin this to add 4 to my movement. And then this is at the Scholar's Tower, which is way over here. I turn in an experience, and I gain 1 coin per quest card you have completed. So I'm going to put back the one for block, and I'll keep these 2 in my hand. Okay, that's it. Over to them. Search. So the bot is going to claim the search token closest to your hero. If multiple are the closest, I break the tie. Well, this one is the closest, so that's what it's doing. And it's just so I don't get to do every search out there, which search is a lot of the ways of getting these villagers. Villagers, how you get extra income. Okay, so I can tell you the first thing I'm going to do here is I am going to trade 3 shells and another 3 shells, so 6 shells to get 8 coins each, so 16 coins. And trading at the market is an anytime action. And then now I can really kind of think about what I want to do. So I have, what is that, 25? I have 30 coins. So to hire a new specialist costs double their coin value. So if I bought this one, it would cost me 8. But then they come over here, and then from then on, they only cost 4. So I want to build probably twice. What I may try and build is this little, this one here. Gives me a book, gives me crystal production. Crystal is the rarest of the productions. As you can see, there's no villager that has that. So if I did that, okay, so if I use my own guy, that's the 5 and then the 12, it would allow me next turn to buy either of these 2 guys, costing 8, and then building another building there. And I kind of like doing that. Doesn't give me any more production, but it does make rest of the buildings I build cost cheaper. I could also like possibly just come in and build these 2. You know what? No, I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to... I think I'm going to use... If I built this one, 3, I'd get to heal 3. And then if at like the start of the turn I healed another 3, or I get the experience. So experience lets me kind of purchase these things, which is also pretty good. Because man, you have to build a level 1 first, then you can build a level 2, and then a level, oh, these are level 2s, and then a level 3. This one, buildings cost 1 fewer coin. So there's merit to both these. This one gets some experience. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna spend 8 coins to purchase this one. And then you're using him right away as part of that. And then I'm gonna spend 12 coins to buy this. And I get a book, and then I will place it, we'll go here, and I get a seashell. Oh, and then because I used him, I get an experience token. Okay, over to the opponent. They're going to exhaust the specialist, so they do. The bot exhausts your leftmost specialist. Oh, that. The bot exhausts their leftmost, or the bot exhausts your leftmost, so they're going to use my guy. Maybe I should have not just. Dang. I will get 3 coins from that. Well, maybe I can now buy for Sleeping Gods as a narrative more, and this is more of a Euro game. Yep, absolutely. Like I was saying, Pat, this is just very Euro. Okay, so I kind of have a couple options now. I could buy this guy. I could buy this guy and heal 3. I could also now buy this guy, which gives you a bottled demon when you use him. And I'm kind of leaning toward that. I would have exactly enough. So that's 10 to buy him, plus 3 to build this. And give me a demon. Now, I don't have a great use for a bottled demon at the moment. There's 3 health I do. Let's see, if I came and fought, like, say, this guy. So what I like about, and I'll show you the combat once I get into it. The combat is, this is how much health they're going to do to you. So, like, they'll do 4 a hit, right? This is how much they have to them, and there's no guarantee you're going to kill them. But let's say, right, I'm doing 2 damage a round. Really, we'll call it 2.5 a round. So it'd take me 4 rounds to kill him. So I would need, and I think, oh man, now I can't remember. I think damage is done all simultaneous. So like if you go into a round, they're gonna deal their damage. Yeah, enemies attack you simultaneously. So like to beat this guy, I would almost certainly have to have a lot of health, 13 health. No, 4 rounds. I don't know that I can beat him. And unfortunately, I left the number 1 and the number 2 way back here. Oh, that's theirs. Let's see. I think I'm just not going to be fighting. So in that case, I think I'm going to take this guy here. So I am going to spend 10 to recruit him. And then I get to use him right away. And my last 3 coins here to place this out. So I could place it here. And then if I can do something to get another shell, I can get 8 coins. I can also place it here. And if I built something to get a hammer, I could get 9 coins. Let's one of the next places I want to go, I think, is the City of Spirits, because I can up my bottled demon production. And maybe I just do some exploring. So I'm going to place it here with the potential of trying to get a hammer. Okay. So over to the AI. Bit late to watch, been seeing these ones on your shelf. Is this one a city builder? Yeah, I'd put it more, not necessarily a city builder. I mean, so what you have is you have this random layout of tiles. You always start the game with these same 20 tiles, but the way they're sorted out is completely random. And then the first thing, and then you're going to build in this little 4x4 grid here. The first one you build has to be one on the outside, so like I built this one, and then from then on, everything has to be orthogonally adjacent to open spaces. But yes, this game, to do well, it is all about, I think the rule book even says in it, it's all about building up your production, right? Build production early and often, and you just want to build up your production. So the bot is going to exhaust their leftmost specialist. So that's this one. And then it's also discard and redraw the 2 gear tokens on the bottom row. So these guys will go away. So here's a shield crystal that gives an extra mana. If I'm not fighting though, I won't really need much mana. We'll see. Okay. I'm pretty sure I am passing. I have no money. I could sell this for 1 coin and it does me nothing. Oh, and I used this guy. So yeah, I'm going to pass. So once I pass, the bot doesn't do anything. They're done. And so I am going to collect goods. So right now, all I'm producing is a crystal. So I get 1 crystal here. And then I have 1 search token, so I will get 1 coin here. And this is kind of the, I like it, but it can be rough part of the game in that between rounds, you don't produce unless you have production for it. So if you mess up your production or you're not producing a lot, like this, I'm not really producing a lot because I didn't, had I possibly when I went and explored gotten a one of these villagers or something like that, I would have had more production, but I didn't get that. So I'm producing this, and then what else? Refresh spent mana, didn't have any spent mana. Refresh hero actions, that is those. Flip all the specialist. Now, I am happy that I got specialist. So the worst case, it shows on the bottom right, you can always flip a specialist for just 1 coin or 2 health. And you also don't heal between rounds, so you have to balance that out as well. Flip all specialists, move the season marker, begin the next round, and they reshuffle their entire deck. And that's it. That's 1 round of the game. Rounds will kind of elongate out as you have more to do, but ultimately, not necessarily city building, but you are trying to build out all of your buildings over here to, at the end of the game, having a complete row on the top 3 here are worth 8, 7, and 6 points, so a row of buildings. And then eventually I'll get these villagers, and they will go here. Each row can hold 1 villager per house, unless the houses have a bed icon in which they hold 2. It says it's actually a plus bed, so it's an extra bed. And if you are producing, or you have a villager of each type of the 4 resources, you get 5, 5, 6, and 7 points. So something I will definitely be trying to do to get points there. Okay, so what am I doing? This round, there's not a whole lot that I can do. So what I probably want to do is try and do some exploring. It is unfortunate that my health is at 7. Because if it was... if it was 1 higher at 8, I could come to this location, and then I could go to this location. And see, that's 7. Actually, I need to be 2 higher because I cross a mountain. So I know I want to go to the City of Spirits, so I can turn this in, and it's going to give me a bottled demon production for the rest of the game. You know what? Maybe I just go do that first. Because it also gives me a bottled demon. I don't honestly like the card that they just use my left specialist, so I have to think on that. I also have this. Oh, this is for end of game at the City of Spirits. Forest of Faces is up here. And I'm sorry, I should have a 3rd book from when I built that. So... if I go here, I need to heal, but then I could end up coming over here. Let's do it. I'm definitely gonna have to heal, but that's okay. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 movement. 2, 3, 4. That's this one. I crossed a mountain now. This requires a mana. I could actually go through this monster, and normally you would take a hit if you don't kill them, but I can have, when moving, spin this to ignore all enemies. But I kind of want the extra mana to then have 4 movement to then kind of have some freedom about what I do. So I'm just going to take the hit. I'm going to turn in this quest here. So it cost me 1 book. Oh, it also cost me 2 life. And then it's Spirit Trap. You discover an ancient demon trapping machine in the ruins. So ongoing, each production I will get a bottled demon. So we'll just kind of place that there. And then I can do the ability. So I'm going to spend another 2 life to get a bottled demon and a coin. Okay. Maybe I want them to use my specialist so I can have some coins. I don't know. Let's see what they do. They're going to roll the die. 1. The bot claims the next order token. We'll say it's this one. And that's it. Okay. So I really need some money. But at the moment I have nothing sweet to trade. I need to heal. Man, if I can build one thing like this, even 3 coins, or this, 4 coins. So at a minimum I need 8 coins. So say if I could build one thing, I could get In the power of hindsight, I should have placed this here, because then I could have healed. Well, I don't know. It's not quite right. What are my quests? Let's see. I can move 3 or 2. I don't know what to do here. So I could use I might just end up having to use a couple specialists for healing. If I use these guys for coins and then build, that feels real bad. So if I use 2 guys for healing, maybe that's what I do. Maybe I use this. I'm just going to use this to heal 2. Really used a lot of my life. Not sure I should have. But that's all I can do. Okay, they are going to recruit a specialist. They'll recruit the leftmost. and it's just used right away. Okay. And now I think I will... I think I'm going to have to heal one more time, unfortunately. Hang on, maybe I don't want to heal with that one the first time. I want to heal with this one the first time. I'm not doing a ton this round, and that's what feels not so great. Actually, you know what? So I can go to the Forest of Faces. If I heal one more... If I get 2 of these... You know what? Okay, I'm actually okay, I think. I'm not building, but I did build 2 things last round. So I'm going to use this guy to heal 2 more. That's... Because I think ultimately what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to come here. And... Maybe. We'll see. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. I think I healed my 2 more. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, it'd have been way good if I was there. Okay. They're going to attack. So if the bot has not yet attacked this season, which they've not, they'll defeat the next available enemy with the lowest level. So there's a level 1, so they will get this. Then the bot will claim villagers in the order, first crystals, then bottled demons, so they will just take this. Also, this little villager display does not refresh until somebody actually empties it or you pay to refresh it. So... Okay, back over to me. My agonizing decisions. I was thinking I come here and then here, but this quest I want to do... at the forest requires 2 books, so then I wouldn't have a book for this. So I either don't do the quest, or I don't do the quest. What would I take? If I took these two symbols, I would be producing this, which is 9 coins. I could also attempt to explore. Okay, so maybe I attempt to explore. Gives me something. And then I come here and turn in the book. And then next round, if I wanted to, I could go here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna move one space there, and I am going to explore J. Okay. J. As you stand on a ridge, a horrifying scene unfolds below you. A giant spider bursts from the hidden cave and snatches up a traveler before they can blink. So A, charge into the cave to save the traveler, combat 3. I will most certainly not be doing that. Combat is 9 hearts, 3 damage. I wish I could do that. B, sneak into the cave to free the travelers, skill 6. Well, no matter what, I can do it. So we're doing the skill 6. 1. Well, spending all 5 to get 6. That was tough. So you leave quarry outside, tiptoe into the cave, and pull the poor captive free. I was certain I was spider food, says the traveler, cutting away sticky silk threads with mechanical saw. Rewards 1 reputation, boop, and 1 villager. And I didn't do the bonus because I couldn't have. Which works out. Cost me 5 life, get a villager. This was about to cost me 5 life, a coin, and something else, get a villager. So when you get a villager, you discard this token, and then you just take 1 from the supply. I am going to take the bottle demon, because then he'll take the other one if he gets a chance. Yeah, we'll do that. And then over to him. He's going to search. He's going to claim the closest search token, either of these. You can claim this one that's out in the middle of nowhere. You could also claim this one, which probably is sweet because it's in the corner of the map, but probably somewhere I don't want to mingle. So he'll take that one. That's it. And then I mean, at this point, I'm not able to use these guys for anything else, so I am just going to flip this guy over to heal 2 more. And this way I can turn in or do this nomad camp thing. So over to him. He is going to exhaust his leftmost specialist, this one. And then I will move 3, 1, 2 onto the nomad camp. I am just going to do this. Pay 1 life and a book. Book and 1 life. To get a villager, and I'm going to get this mallet hammer guy. So now I'm producing 2 demons and a hammer every round, which is this. I'm also producing crystals, but I'm at least producing 9 coins worth. So I think I kind of saved the round that I didn't think was going too well. Okay, over to him. he's going to exhaust my leftmost specialist. So this guy here, which is not bad because I do get 3 coins from it. If he had done it much sooner in the round, I could have potentially done other things, but we're all right with this. And then I think that's it. I think I'm going to pass because I have no specialist and I can use his. I could spend 5 coins to fully heal and get an experience token. Which isn't bad because if I could get one more experience, like I could buy this at any point. I could buy either of these at any point for an experience token. Oh man, I'm dumb. No, I'm not dumb. Just kidding. Well, I'm kind of dumb. I really should have put this to a shell. Then I could have done something like this, gotten this, which would have given me 9 coins. That would have been probably in a better place this round. But anyway, regardless, if I buy either of these and I get 2 more experience tokens, I can get this, which all buildings cost 1 fewer. So it's either do that or I just save it and use my own guy to get a shell. If I get a shell, I'll have 2 shells. If I build down here, I'll have 3 shells. And that is 8 coins. I could also get 2 experience. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to pass, and we'll see what happens between rounds, or at the start of next round. So, collect goods produced. So now I am producing a bottled demon, a crystal, a hammer. That's it. And then I get a coin. All right. Decently better start besides my health pool. Unhold villagers did not produce refreshment mana. Didn't spend any reset hero actions. This flip all specialist. This. Move the season marker and then shuffle up their deck. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. While I feel like last round was like, I think, so one, I can tell you I have a handy dandy app, which is called Analysis Paralysis .app or app. And you can put in all of the resources you've got, and it will tell you the most efficient way to spend said resources, which makes having to like decipher here, right? So it looks like, hey, I've got 1 of each. I should do this 12 here. What this says is, oh, you get 17 coins if you turn in this and this. And actually, I was thinking, oh, I get this. So something I like to do is play around with, well, what if I get, we'll call it 2 more shells. Whoops. Because I could build here and use my own guy to heal. And obviously that's 6 more coins in it. So I have 17 or 14 available. What happens if I get another demon? Because I use my demon guy. Okay, so look at this. So I This is why I like it. I could math this out in the first couple games, Lacey and I did. But if I use this guy to build, getting just one more demon, I go from 18 to 23. So it's worth the 5 coins it spends to build. So that's probably what I want to do. And if I build on the hammer spot, let's see. Nothing special. So, weapons 3 and 1. If I build, one and this. Okay. No, not okay. Oh, because I mistyped something. Okay, so I think my best course of action is going to be to build with this one, getting the bottled demon, which gives me the most coins. So it's 23 coins plus 6 I got. I have 29 coins. So if I can build at least 2 more, that's 5, 9. What could I build? Build like these 2 down, 7 and 11. 18 plus 9 is 27, and I have 29. I'd also probably want to heal. Decisions. I also would like to do one of these. Would have liked the Explorer kit earlier, which is when you search, you lose 1 fewer hearts. What I could get instead is you gain 1 heart when you roll a 4. So if I fully healed, I could either search or I could battle. The difference between this guy and this guy. Sorry, trying to decide. What if I built this and maybe like this? So this was 18, this is 13 plus 9 is 21, and then it would give me enough to still be able to heal. That's what I'm going to do. So I am going to right now spend 2 bottled demons and 2 crystals to get 14 coins. And then I'm going to spend 5 plus 4 to build this little shell getter thing. I'll just place it up there, get the hammer. and then the demon from my building guy. Okay. So I find, especially as the game goes on, the beginning of the round like this is when things take the longest to figure out like what the heck you're going to do rest of the round. So they're going to exhaust specialist, they're leftmost. So exhaust that guy. Okay, and then now I can do this exchange. So 1, 1, and 1. Get 9 coins. And I almost certainly want to heal. And then for my other building guy, I could use his and heal a little, but I think I'm going to fully heal, so. Yeah, right now I'm just going to spend the 5. I'm at 2 health. I can't really maximize more than that. Besides taking somebody. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to use mine. Get the shell. Take that back. I'm going to use his. Not get a shell, but get an experience. Okay, that's it. Over to him. He is going to exhaust my leftmost specialist. So I will get 3 coins. And this is how I find the multiplayer game. There's a lot of that, like, oh, I'm going to use your specialist. And then you end up giving them coins, but they turn around and like, oh, well, you use my building person, now I'm going to use your building person, and then you get coins. So kind of both end up coming out ahead. However, sometimes it foils you because you needed your specialist to do whatever you wanted. Anyway. Okay. Oh, and I fully healed. So now I could actually build a couple more things, I think. My guy cost 4. When I built this, it should have been 1 cheaper. I forgot about that from this. So if I built 4 plus 9 plus 8 is 12. Then 4 plus this. I could get this, and it's 2 cheaper. I would need 1 more coin. I think I'm going to try and build both of these. So what I can do is spend 12. I want to do this after I've taken some damage. Oh man, I got a lot going on here. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I think I'm going to move here. And yeah, I'm going to spend 4. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I do take 1 damage because I crossed a mountain. No, that's a lie. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and not cross a mountain. And then now I finally have the first combat. So for combat, I'm just going to place this here. All you do is you put the monster's health at 7, and then every round you're going to roll the die, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and that's the attack that you are going to do. So this guy has 7 health. Every round he is going to do 2 health to me. Oh, you know what? And before I do this, as a free action, I'm going to spend 1 experience to replace my punch with pound. So let's see. And I rolled a 3, so I'm going to do 3 to him. 1, 2, 3. He's doing 2 to me. 1, 2. And then that is as simple as combat is. So 1, do 2 to him, and he's doing 2 to me. And then right here, I could spend a thing to do 1 more damage. Regardless, he has 2 health, so it's not going to matter. So we'll just roll 1 more. 2, 4 damage. I kill it. I take 2 more. 1, 2. Oh, not that. This. And then the reward is I get a villager from the display and an experience. So let's do that. Put this over here. So I think I'm going to take this one because they are the most valuable, and I could just get these from some other way. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, because I'm producing a shell here. Yeah, I'm going to take this one. And I'm actually going to just set this to the side. I do have room in this house here, but until I build a couple other things and know where I potentially will get a full row, I'm going to wait. Now, villagers on the side do not produce, but I'll have that amended before we go into production. All right, so that's it for me. Over to them. They're going to search. They're going to take the closest search token. I'm going to make them take this one here. Okay, now what was I thinking? Oh, I think I want to use this guy. Actually, I take that back. I can now spend these 2 experience to build this construct. And so buildings cost 1 fury here and 1 fury here. So now to build this, it would be 7 plus 4, so 11. And I heal 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to build this one. I mean, while I'd really like to do this like top row here, I'm kind of going to be tight on coins this round. So I'm thinking this row here. Although I already have a demon in that row and I just took another one. So maybe it's bottom row. That doesn't feel very good. It cost me 4 plus 4. I think I'm going to put it on this second row. Here. There. Okay, final answer. Over to them. They're going to roll a die. It is a 2. They are going to claim the next order token. And these order tokens, I'll just show you the one he's got. They're exactly that. So you can pick these up, and at any point you could turn in 2, and it doesn't have to be there, just once you've done it, 2 bottle demons and 3 hammers to get 19 coins. It's usually typically a very good way to get some money. I debated getting one when I was over here earlier, but for whatever reason I didn't. Probably should have, but that's okay. Especially now that I'm wandering away from that area of the map. Okay, next thing I am going to build Man, that Scholar's Tower. Don't I have something for the Scholar's Tower? I do. Turning in an experience. Getting 1 coin per completed quest. I should have completed this quest, sorry, last turn when I was at Ublo Tower. I wasn't even paying attention. That was just worth points, so we'll go there. I could use this, get an experience, go to Scholar Tower. I probably need to search. I'm going to search, especially because I don't want him searching. Do I want B or D? Or G? Let's do B. And just come right here and search B. So let's go back over to the book here. B. Belching plumes of hot steam geysers fill the air with a sharp sulfuric odor. Colonies of red bacteria thrive in the water of the geysers, and you meet a vanguard of scientists studying the pool. An illness grips our nation, a place called Crescia, far to the north, and we're looking for a cure. We've had some luck with the geyser bacteria, but it's uncertain whether it'll help. Have you tried soup? Asked Quarry. I always feel better after soup. The Crescerian frowns at the little girl. Have you tried keeping your mouth shut? It cures a number of ailments. Enough, you command as the Crescian shies back. So I can help the scientists study the bacteria, skill 7, or I can search for local fungi that you know have healing properties, skill 6. Help the scientist study bacteria, search for local fungi. I mean, I have plenty of health to spare. Let's just do the 7. Help the scientists study the bacteria. So, 4. I should have bought the thing that gives me a heart when I get 4. So I have to spend 3. 1, 2, 3. Do I spend the extra 2 for the bonus? Sure. No. Yes, no. I'm trying to think, could I beat that monster? Can I go 4 rounds? Yeah, I'm not going to do it in the potential case that I go fight that monster. So, no. Okay. I get 1 reputation, 1 experience. Oh, I'm supposed to read the passage. 1 tool and 2 quest cards. Oh, that wasn't great. Oh, I don't know if I've gotten a book. Oh, well. Extracting the bacteria is difficult work, but your metal hands are immune to the blistering heat of the geysers. Quarry spends the entire time glaring at the Crescerian. What's the other? Sometimes I like to chase the rabbit and see what the other one was. God, I got a villager token. Nah. Oh well. Okay. So, over to them. They are going to attack. They will attack the lowest number, this one. Over to me. So, I basically could either explore again or fight this guy. I am certain to kill him in, unless I roll 3 ones, in 3, leaving me 3 health. I think I screwed up and forgot to give myself another bottled demon at production last time. Too late now. So it's either attack or it's explore. The thing with exploring is, while I spend less hearts, so like what did I just get? I got an experience, which is okay at this point. I got a tool. Reputation. I think I am going to go attack that thing. Okay, so, oh, I left that thing there. He has 9 health. You know what? I can't buy those. I wish I could. So these blue ones give you permanent shields. I really wish I could. Cost me 2. Do I do that instead of building this hammer to save 3 health? Thing is also, who do I replace? If I replace this guy, which is the best guy too, yeah, probably not. If I replace that guy, that's the one that he's going to keep flipping for me. And then I would only get 1 coin versus the 3 coins. But if I don't buy that guy, you cannot beat these bigger ones without having some shields. I'm now like convincing myself to just go explore. I have to do 3 rounds no matter what. I'm just going to go fight this thing like I thought. Okay, he's going to be at 9. 4. 4's not bad because I do 2 damage and then I block 2, which is how much he's doing. So next round, I could roll none but 4s. It'd be great. If I bought this stupid helmet, it'd be super great. 1. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. 2, but actually I'm going to spend a mana to make it 3 because there is the chance that this will kill him. And then he does 2 to me. Three does not kill him like I was hoping. So let's roll a 4 here. 3. Okay. All right. So I get a crystal and a person. What something refreshes. What refreshes? Pay 2 experience to refill all empty villager slots. Nah, not gonna do that. Hello, Dennis. Yep. Happy late evening to you as well. Okay. So I just beat him, got villager, and a crystal. What's the AI doing? They are going to search. This is the closest token, so that is gone. And then all I can do left is use this. I am going to use it to build. So I'm going to spend 4 plus 6. That's 10 minus 2. So I should have, what did I think I had? 6 plus 4. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I know what I was thinking. On my turn, I'm just going to flip that specialist to get 1 coin. Oh, hang on. No, that is 8, not 7. I'm all messed up. Yeah. 6 plus 4 minus 2 is 8. So do this, get an experience token, and build this one. And we're just going to do this row here. And then I'm going to go ahead and place that there and this there. Because, right, 1 building, but now I can place up to 3 villagers here, and actually 4 because this has a bed. And I'm like half tempted now. I could turn in these 2 for this self-repair, and basically I could turn in a, not basically, I can turn in a this to heal 7, but I think I'm going to wait till next round to do that. So they're going to recruit a specialist. They will recruit the leftmost. There's no available slots on the board. Discard one of the boss specialists, your choice, and replace it with the new one. I'm just going to do their basic building guy. Their basic healing guy. Okay, and then I will flip this for I think 2 health. Hi there, I have yet to get a Locket game. Is this one you would suggest for another, or I'm sure know well enough to make that call? Plays, maybe he can chime in a bit. This is Locket's heaviest game and is very early. If you're wanting something more campaign narrative, near and far is probably your best bet. Yeah, so I think all the games are very, I don't know if different is the correct word, but they're varying for sure. So it really depends on what you like, Francisco. If you like a heavy Euro game, this is it. This is nothing more than that. This is about creating your production engine, because ultimately your final score in this is all your resources get reset to 0 at the end of the game, and you run your production. So you produce everything you can, you sell them at this market value here, and that coin value is your base score, right? So whatever, I produce 6 bottle demons, 5 crystals, whatever it is. I trade it all most efficiently I can. That is my base score. And then you get little extra kind of bonuses in the score. But really, the bulk of your score is going to come from how well did you make an engine? I personally love that scoring mechanism. So if you like Euros, this is it. If you like, if you're in it for the narrative exploration, Sleeping Gods is far and above your way to go. And if you want something in between, I think you cannot go wrong with Above and Below or Near and Far. Above and Below is going to be more Euro-y with small narrative passages. Near and Far is going to be still those small narrative passages, but the explorations of it, or the exploration is the thing it leans into the most. So if you're really wanting to explore, but also play a game, then Near and Far is the one. And Near and Far feels more like exploration because you're actually going out on the map, kind of like this, and exploring, just not as Euro-y. So yeah. And then they have plenty of other games, but I think that encompasses like what I know Red Raven the most for. What am I doing? Oh, so I'm debating if I'm going to flip this for 2 health or 1 coin. I don't think I'm going to need just the singular coin. So we're going to do the 2 health in hopes that we don't have to buy any healing. Yeah. Okay. And then, oh, he will go. He attacks, which he already did. The bot claims spot already attacked, discard this, and redraw. He's going to exhaust their leftmost specialist. Doesn't matter. It's the end of the round. After I go, I pass. So we're going to collect what we produce. So right now, I now produce, I'm not going to forget, I have a bottled demon here, plus 1, 2, 3. So 4 bottled demons. 2 shells, 2 hammers, 1 crystal. So you're now kind of seeing that the game is definitely going to start like ramping up and escalating. Whereas the first round, between the first and second round, I just produced 1 crystal. Now I'm producing all of this, right? We flip our specialist. Flip our specialist, reset hero actions, refresh mana, and move season marker, begin the next round. Okay. So now I have a lot of options here. So things I need, I obviously want a crystal and a hammer guy here. I also want to build a building here because that's worth 6 points. Let's see what I can make here. 2 and 4 and 4 and 2. So 36 coins. I'm curious how much changes if this goes to 3. Doesn't much. Goes to 39 coins. Okay, so I have 36 coins. Oh, and I should have gotten 2 coins. I'm sorry from that right there. Okay, so one thing I want to start looking at is, ooh, I didn't quite mean to place this here. I mean, I did it. Not much else I could have done besides getting the shell. I was wanting to keep that open. I'm sorry, I'm going to think, where is my... I need to get to this one, which is unfortunate, but this is per bottle demon I produce, it's 3 points at the end of the game. So, so you typically can't score like a lot of these, and they have some directional ones that are decent, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to effectively use them. So what I'm thinking now is I've got 2 more rounds that I could use these, so maybe this is what I'm attempting to do a couple more production and maybe just like swing down and grab this one for scoring, and then possibly I could do the hammer one for scoring because I'd be producing a little bit of hammers. And the scoring ones are very expensive, plus they don't give much, so you typically build them right toward the end, obviously. I don't think I realized that there are so many games these days that I have tough knowing. Threshold of heaviness is tough to know. How close BGG weight correlates to me. Yeah, and that's just kind of a hard thing. And weight is very subjective, right? Or objective. I don't know. It's very... some people find some games harder than others, some don't, and then sometimes, like... BGG may say something's, we'll call it a 3.5 weight, right? And you think it's completely easy, and then you play another one that's 3.5, and you struggle to figure out how to score points or do anything. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay. Something was supposed to give me 2 quests. What did I do that was supposed to give me 2 quests? Oh, it was a book thing I did, and I didn't do that, and I should think about that. Because I'm like over halfway through the game, I don't think I am going to get any of these kind of use your mana for something quests done in time. I have 1 end game victory point quest, which I could do. I'm gonna need some more books, so I can get another one. It's just I know from experience that I would be struggling with books. I'm gonna take 1 basic and 1 end game. Hermit's Hut, which I'm close to. Have at least 5 unspent bottled demons, and I have 4. And it costs 2 books. And then at the City of Spirits, turn in a shell to get a book. So that's a bummer because I'm very close to the Hermit Hut, and I'm also very close to 5 bottled demons. Can I make this work? I could build something. I could build something that gives me a book, and I could get a book from here. But everything that gives me a book is very expensive. I have 36 coins available, plus 2 is 38. I could build 3 times to get this book. I can move here and then come here. Maybe that's what I do. Oh no, but see, I don't have a way of keeping my bottled demons and I really would like to turn in this Hermit Hut one while I'm on this side of the map, and then like next 2 rounds focus on this side of the map. What I could do is set up to do it next round. So this round I would just hang out around here. What do I have at the Scholar Tower? I do have something at the Scholar Tower I can do, which gives me coins. It's going to give me 4 coins. Four coins is not I think I'm going to plan to, because I'm producing 4 bottled demons around, I want to be over this way at the end of this round. So I think I'm going to stick around here exploring stuff. So 1 turn can go to the Scholar Tower. Do I go ahead and do that now? Yeah, I'm going to spend 2 to come to the Scholar Tower. I'm going to turn in this quest here, which cost an experience token. And I gain 1 coin per completed quest, including this one, and that is 4, so 4 coins. Oh, and then I'm going to spend 3 coins to get a book. Was that the best? Don't know. Okay. AI. He's going to exhaust my leftmost bot, this one. I realized, because I've seen all his cards now, he only does that once. Okay. I will... I'm pretty sure I'm going to explore twice. And the rest is going to be building. So let's turn in 2 bottled demons and 2 crystals. 2 to get 14 coins. And then let's buy I think we just buy this hammer. I think I keep going for production stuff now. I'm actually going to, so the hammer costs 7 minus 2, but I'm going to put it on this space here, which cost an additional 2. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. They are going to attack the lowest number. There should be 3s here. And they take villagers. They take 1 villager. So they will take this, which isn't bad because now we refill the villager stack. So, ooh, there's our crystals. So I want to get those before they do. So in this row, I need a crystal and a hammer. What else was I going to do? Oh, when I built, who did I spend to build? I'm pretty sure I spent the 5 coins to do this one. I think. I hope. But that's going to give me another demon. I had 2. This gave me 3. That's 5. I then spent 14 worth. 2, 5. I then got 14, so that's 19. And I spent 7. I should have spent the 5. I never spent the 5. That's what I didn't do, and my math is wrong. I think this is correct. I hope this is correct. Okay, so I need to get more coins here. So I am going to spend all of my resources. Let me see if this changes anything. So if I build one thing down here, I can get 27 coins. So I'm going to turn in one of those, and one of those, this set here for 9 coins. And then I'm going to build 4 plus 11, 15 minus 2 is 13. Build this guy. I get 1 experience token. And I'm just going to put this here and get 1 book. So I have my 2 books I need. Yeah. Okay, over to them. Attack, they've already done that. So search closest to me, 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, 1. Duh. This one. Okay. Over. So. Oh, no. No. That was gonna go. Oh. Does it matter? Yeah, it matters. Sorry. I'm gonna take the book back. That was gonna go here to get a shell. Because now I can spin that exchange. So we're going to do 2 of each to get 18 coins. So I have built most all the production I can build. This gives me 2 coins, which is good. It pays for itself, with the exception that it's not during final production. I could also get this 3 health, which could be beneficial. 5 health. I'm wanting to explore. I'm kind of not wanting to have to heal. I used that one too, right? Yeah. This just gives me a book, but it does get me to here. And I want this one because I get 3 victory points per bottle demon at the end of the game. Are your guys' kids back in school? Mine go back next week. Or do you homeschool? If you don't want to share, no worries. Yeah, Paul's are slightly older than mine, but I have a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old. However, my wife's teacher, Paul is a teacher, so they are back in school. I work a full-time job, so I don't know what summer break is. It's not a real thing to me. But yeah, they Lacey went back, and then because Lacey's back, daycare started. So yeah, technically they are in daycare again, which is school, or at least we call it school to the 2-year-old. Okay, I'm thinking about what I want to build here. I could build this free 5 health, which isn't bad. Prevent me from having to go and heal potentially. Also kind of debating going and getting some gear just so I can kill some stuff later. 2-year-old and a 6-month-old, so they are headed to the office tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a blast. It is tiring for sure, but it's complete blast. I've been having a lot of fun with them. You know, the 2-year-old's finally at the age that she is starting to get some personality. So yeah, it's definitely enjoyable. Oh man, what am I doing here? I can build basically one more time by using his builder, which heals me 3, gives me 8 health, which is enough to kind of do a couple, to do at least one explore. Or I could build this 5 health one. Here's the thing, I don't know. I could also use these coins to start getting some of this stuff, which is like not bad. Like being able to kill this guy would be nice, but he at the moment does 5 health around. I need him to do less. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to buy the Arzian helmet, the Explorer's kit. So it's going to cost me 6 coins plus 2 to recruit this guy. And this is gone. So that's 8 coins. And then I'll put this Explorer kit here. And maybe next round I buy something else Draw 1 quest when you defeat an enemy. That's kind of neat. But I buy something else, then I'm only taking 3 health a shot from like this guy or any of these guys. If I get some more explore tokens, I could get this 9 punch thing, which I didn't think I would buy, but looking pretty sweet. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Over to them. They're gonna roll the die. A 3. Just draw a quest card. Draw 1 of each quest cards. I'm kind of curious why they're drawing 1 of each when it's a randomly shuffled deck, but whatever. Has to give them something to do. It's beautiful through Portland. I originally from, oh yeah. Yeah, I've been to at least Seattle a good handful of times. Actually, that's where Lacey and I had our anniversary. And then we went on the trip with Paul. And then I think we've been one other time. But yeah, we just enjoyed up there. We went during winter time, and it was like not miserable. Yeah, we had to like have hoodies on, but we weren't like freezing cold. I thought the temperature wasn't bad. And we got lucky that the winter trip that we went, because we got married in January, it only rained one day, and it was a day we actually took a train up to Vancouver. So we didn't really get to see Vancouver much, but for being what is like known as a rainy city, didn't have that experience for a week for us. Okay, I have to figure out what I'm building now. The thing is, I know I'm going to need this free, which makes me like lean toward this. This one is neat because it holds a lot of beds and you can start moving your people around, but don't need that right now. All right, I'm going to spend 4 coins. We're just going to spend one at a time. 4. We are down in Texas, North Texas, where it is hot all the time, and everything north of the Red River is cold to us. So that's why I was surprised that Seattle was great temperatures. Okay, so I spent 4 coins. I'm using this, healing 3, 1, 2, 3, and I am going to build, really, maybe I don't build this one because it is a waste of the discount. I'm just going to build the hearts one. We'll see what happens. It's going to cost me 1 coin because I have a discount of 2, and I will build it on top of the book. So now I still have my 2 books I need. Okay, over to them. They are going to exhaust their leftmost specialist. And then I think I'm going to go explore. Spend. I could potentially just explore both these, and then I'm right next to the hermit hut. 1, 2, 3, 4. That feels real bad for that move, though. Let's go to the monument, but that's also kind of terrible. What if I only explore once, but I visit the dark mines up top and I buy another piece of gear now? That's what I'm going to do. Because then I can stop here and here Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, I can reach that. What was I thinking? This turn's going to be weird. I'm thinking about buying another piece of gear now. Then I could buy the last kind of piece that I need. Okay, we're just gonna do it. We're gonna spin 3. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3 to these dark mines. Lets me buy another piece of gear. I'm gonna spin 6 to buy this Arzian helm. So when I roll a 4, I get a heart, and I get a shell. Is that better than? Yeah, it's what I'm gonna do. Okay, and then he goes. He's gonna search. Well, that puts a whole damper in my plans. The nearest is this one. First time the bot's really got in my way. Probably won't until the kids are out of the house. Had a cold front. It's only been 96 in the last 2 days. The day after tomorrow. Wait, isn't the day after tomorrow? Oh, I get your joke. I'm sorry. I am stupid. Yes, I get it. It's funny because I just I say recently, within the last 6 months, rewatched that movie. Lacey and I went through, I don't know why, we went through this phase where we were watching like end of the world apocalyptic movies like Armageddon and Day After Tomorrow and Outbreak, and what all did we watch? I don't know. There was one about a really slow moving volcano. I don't know. We watched so many. They kind of all merged together. Also, the guy that does The Day After Tomorrow, we didn't watch Independence Day, actually. The guy that does The Day After Tomorrow does a ton of movies that are like that. What's the one with John Cusack that is not good, where they build the gigantic boats? But yeah, he does a ton of them. We had 15 minutes of rain yesterday as well. Paradise. Yeah, I know. My yard got not even 15 minutes. It got 2012. Terrible, terrible movie. We watched that one, but my yard didn't get 4 minutes of rain, and it was enough for all the weeds to pop back out. Okay, what am I doing? I'm just talking. I'm gonna go 4 spaces, so it's really a bummer he took the search token that I was planning on using right now. I just don't have a good thing to do. Can I kill this high level guy? If I use these 2 to buy this, how much am I doing a turn? At best 4, take 4 rounds. No, I will die. Man, I should have thought about him searching, because that really hurt me. And next round is going to be boo-boo because of it. Because I also forgot I have to go to the Hermit's Hut. That was my whole plan. What if I healed 7? I'm at 15 health. No, I cannot kill a guy that's doing a guaranteed 3. We'll call it 5 hits a turn. Well, as much as it is a bummer, I think I'm going to have to dude, if I could get this rapid punch, no, I'd die. I'd still die. I think I'm just gonna have to come here now. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna use one of these to ignore monsters. And this is, I just roll the die to get that stuff. A 4. I do heal with a 4 now. And I get one of these and 1 experience. Man, that was not a great round. That's all right. What's he doing? That search he did hurt me. All right, he is going to exhaust and also take out the bottom 2 gear tokens. Okay, and then the last thing I can do is I say last thing, I might do this too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this for a coin. He will recruit a specialist, the backpack guy. He's got his own little backpack guy. And I will put it... and put it on his heal guy. And then I will actually spend 3 coins to use this ability of his. So heal 2 and get 2 experience tokens. And I have a lot of experience tokens. He's out of cards, so he is done anyway. So now, like, I could buy 2 and 3, both of these, which makes my fighting quite a bit better. Yeah, we'll figure out what I do next round. Okay. I collect on goods I produce, so let's go bottle demons. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Hammers, I got 1, 2, 3. Crystals, I got 1, 2. I did not get any more people that round. Shells, I got 1, 2. Coins, I get 2. Let's plug that in before 3 of those, 3 of those. Did I do hammers? Didn't I have one hammer? I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be there. I'm very sure. Not very, but pretty sure. Okay. 3, 4, 4, 3. Got up to 42 I can spend. So, refresh these guys. Should do rest of the round stuff. Yep, Paul, good night. Appreciate you jumping in for sure. I know this was a long game. This was going to go late. I got 2 rounds, so I probably have like an hour left, would be my guess. I'll try and hurry it through. But yeah, appreciate you jumping in for sure. And Francisco, Dennis, appreciate you guys being here. Francisco, so you were asking if you would like this game. What kind of games do you normally find yourself liking? I did all that. I just moved the round marker. Gain my mana and refresh these. Okay. So I know I need to go to the Hermit Hut so I can turn this in. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to spend 3 of the crystals to get 11 coins. I'm going to spend 5 coins to build with that one. And I got up to 8 to spend to build. Let's build. I'm going to build this one here. This costs 1, and I'm going to put it here where it costs 2 more. So 3, but I get a discount of 2. So there's that. I also kind of want to well, that's okay. That's what I'm doing. Oh, and that gives me 1 book, and that gives me 1 demon. So I have my 5 demons that I need to go here for. So let's go take care of that. He is going to exhaust his leftmost specialist and clear these. Okay. I think now I am going to... I'm actually going to use his of this specialist, so I'm going to spend 1 coin. And then 5 coins just gives me the armor. 6 coins, I get a coin when I defeat. Yeah, that's fine, because I will defeat something. Yeah, and now buildings will unfortunately cost only 1 fewer instead of 2 fewer. I think I have a fairly eclectic scythe, like I mentioned. Also, Draftosaurus, too many bones. The only one I've played once. Monthly Gloomhaven Night with Guys at Church. That's really cool. Although I can imagine playing monthly. It's taking you guys a long time to kind of get through it. But that's really neat. Paul and I have started the campaign of Jaws of the Lion, shorter version anyway, twice. Both times done about 10 of the scenarios. Yeah, and then it fades out. 4 years, heck yeah. But hey, that's awesome that you guys have that and you are able to get together and do it. Okay, I used his gear thing. He's going to exhaust his leftmost specialist, which is this guy. And then, so I'm really glad I did that when I did. If I had waited one more turn, I'd have been very sad. Again. Man, if I go here and he flips the search thing, I'm going to be so sad. But there's not much I can do. I'm going to go there. So I'm going to turn in the Hermit's Hut, have at least 5 unspent bottled demons. I do. Cost me 2 books. And so that is worth 10 points at the end of the game. And it's just having the bottled demons. You don't have to spend them right then. And then I can do the Hermit Hut where I get 1 of these. And I can look at 3 and keep 1. And we may as well look at the end game stuff, which you'll notice mostly always sits at the Hermit Hut. Have at least 5 completed quests. Have at least 4 villagers that produce tools. Don't have that. Have at least 3 unspent books, not counting the 2 you paid. So I'm definitely not going to have those. So 5 completed quests. I think I do have 3, 4, 5. I do. So potentially spend another turn here doing this. But let's see what he's going to do. He's going to search. So he is going to take the nearest, which is where I was thinking about going to then fight this guy. So I'm not going to do that now. So I think I'm going to spend some resources here. Don't have those anymore. I got 5 of this. So let's spend 1 of each of these for the 9 coins. I'm actually going to do that twice to get 18 coins. Oh, and I'm sorry, part of my thing, I should have gotten 5 health for 5 when I did that. And the reason is because now I'm debating, do I go fight this thing? It could kill me. But I think I'm going to spend 2 experience for this thing, and I'll put it here. And then 3, 4 experience. 1, 2, 3, 4 for this one. I have to do 18 damage. If I just roll 2s and 4s, it's a sad day. I could spend some money for another thing, which makes me stronger. I also want my money to build things. With this, I'm like, as long as I roll a 1 or a 3 once, I'm guaranteed to kill it in 4 rounds. It will do the die roll, so call it 2.5, so 10 damage, roughly. I think I risk it and I go get that thing. since you and Paul started the channel, do you have a favorite video you wish more people watched? So when we had our haul videos, we honestly thought those were going to be good videos. They were fun. Really, those were just fun to produce or make. We bought the games genuinely. It's what caused me to fill out the collection so much, right? Because I think, I don't remember the exact number, but about roughly 50 something the first time and 60 something the second time. But they were just fun to do because we didn't know half the games, right? And so like getting to look at all the boxes, they were just fun. Now, with that said, our first haul was very early into us doing our channel, so the quality is not the best, right? And you know, as time goes on, our quality gets better. Like this is miles from where we started, and there's still things that we want to tweak to make, you know, even this better, right? Like what we're using for our overhead camera. We eventually want to get more clear so that we can zoom in. Right now, if we zoom in, it becomes kind of blurry, but it would be cool to really zoom into this kind of stuff. But anyway, so the haul videos for sure. I don't know. They did okay, but they were just so much fun to do. Like we're genuinely laughing and having fun, checking out all of these games that I bought all at once. You know. So if you haven't watched them, you should check them out because they were just fun to make, and it's fun seeing all these random games, you know. And we played a chunk of them, and you know, some we enjoy and some we don't. And Francisco, you distracted me with your charm. What was I doing? Oh, so I'm debating. I think I'm going to attempt to fight this guy. So right now I have 3 protection from damage from every hit. This guy does guaranteed 3 a hit plus whatever you roll on this thing. So it could be real bad. Could also be okay. But I'm thinking like if I buy this first, I dang near guarantee killing it in 4 rounds. And I'm pretty positive I can survive 4 rounds unless he just rolls 4s every time, and in which case I'll be very sad. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to spend this guy. The downside is... What is the downside? Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to spin this guy. The downside is I'm not like progressing building stuff. But I think this would be better. I'm going to spin this so it costs me 1 plus 3. Should have done that differently. And I'm just going to put this here. Like if I got these, I would really... Buster Sword is freaking sweet. Now we're just going to do this. We're going to keep what we did. That one's sweet too. Okay, so I bought gear. He is going to recruit this guy. Just put him there. Okay, and then now I am going to spend... I spent 2 to move first time. I'm going to spend 3 there just to fight this guy. We're going to see how it goes. He has 18 health. And first I'm going to roll for me. A 4. When I get a 4, I heal 1, which is cool. I'm also blocking for 5 now, and he is doing... just 1 plus 3, so he's doing 4. So he takes 4, and I don't take any. Plus I healed 1. I think that's a good first round. Then me. Whoops. 3, 9 damage. 7, 8, 9. That is not bad. For him, he is going to do, that's a 4. 3, 4. And then me. 1, 5. 5, perfect. Didn't even have to use the mana. And I will take another 2. So I took 6 damage there. That was not bad. I am going to get 3 villagers from the display and 1 experience. I can tell you experience at this point isn't worth much because I don't necessarily need these. But 3 villagers from the display, mighty great. So I want this and this for sure because I can now place those guys here. And I have a complete row. And then I want... Actually, experience is good for helping refill this. I want another crystal. And the shells are the least valuable. So I think I'm going to take this bottled demon in hopes of being able to get oh, well, if I put these, yeah, I was going to put this like here in hopes of getting a hammer and a shell, but we're going to play it safe and we can put them down low, or possibly, we can put 1 down low. Well, I'm going to think on that for a second. What's he doing? He is going to attack. I think he is not attacked. He hasn't. He's going to take the lowest number, which is this 3. Okay. So I could fully heal. Oh, I was going to go to the Hermit Hut and turn in this other quest. But last, I need a book. Alright, so we're going to spend 1 shell, 1 hammer, 1 ball demon to get 9 coins. And then I'm going to build, this is a 20 pointer, 15 pointer, but this gives me a book. I want that one. Costs 20 plus 4 is 24 minus 1 because discount here. 23, which is exactly what I have. Yeah, 23, and I'm going to build this. I'll just put it here. Getting a crystal. If I get a shell now, get a shell now, I'd have 9 coins. What does 9 coins let me do? Potentially build another building and heal 3. We're going to get a shell now. Yeah. And then we're going to see what he's doing. He already attacked. He is going to search, taking this one. Okay. I'm actually thinking if I build again, can I beat this guy? He's going to do 4 damage to me a turn. I have to beat him in 3 turns. I don't think I can do that. I can do it next round after I buy a royal pike. Yeah. So next round. Okay, so this round, I thought I was going to go to the Hermit Hut and turn in this other quest, which is worth 8 points. That's not my deck. This is. Which is worth 9 points for having at least 5 completed quests, not counting this one, which I do. Oh, and the whole reason I built this was for the book to do that. However, I think I'm going to attempt to fight this again. It went well for me last time. Oh, so what I was thinking is I'm going to build, if I spend 9, I can heal 3, and I'm at 10. And we'll just, I hope it goes well again. Or I attempt to full heal and do it. Get greedy or not. Alright, I'm spending 1 of each to get 9 coins. Got 9 coins. So I can either full heal right now, which means I definitely could kill it. Or I could heal 3. I mean, I think I was at 12, and I took 7. We're just going to hope I roll a 3 or 4. I'm going to do it. I'm going to spend 4. Heal 3. Build. The only one I can. This one, which costs 2. I'm just going to build it where I get the shell. or where I get the crystal. Yeah, where I get the crystal. So it costs 2. Okay, let's see what he does. He is going to exhaust my leftmost specialist. Guess I didn't realize he hadn't done that yet, so I get 3 coins. And then I think we're gonna go fight. So we're gonna move, but we're actually just gonna stay in the same spot. We're gonna fight this thing again. We're gonna hope it pays off. So let's roll for me. A 3. That is a good start. He has 9 health left. Wait, 18. Yeah, 9 health left. And then for him, 1. So I take 1 damage. That's a good start. Second round for me. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm blocking 2, and he rolled a 2. So good there. Next round, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So went decently well. Let's see what he gets this last round. 2. So I take 2 more. Not bad. Took 3 damage. And I get 3 more from the display and an experience. Okay. I know I need 1 shell. Technically, I need another shell if I complete both these rows. And so on the last, I refill. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that's a lot of shells. 5. Okay. So, good and bad. Good, I can get a hammer, and I can now complete this row. Bad in that there's no crystals, so I most likely will not be able to complete another row. But I'm going to throw both these down there, and in case I somehow get a crystal, okay. That wasn't bad for the last round. What's he doing? His last card. Roll the die. This one I also don't understand. Roll the die. The bot takes the next order token or quest. I guess because it could eventually run out of the quest. Roll a natural 20. I hear that's what's... If I can roll a natural 20 on a D4, I deserve to win this game. Just saying. Okay, that was not a bad turn. Instead of just going here to get 9 points, that gives me a whole lot of production. So, and in case you're wondering, this row can hold an extra person because it has a bed there. So that's it. Oh, I have one last guy that can heal me 2. Then I'll go to 14. Then I attempt to kill this guy. I like that. I think I like that. Yeah, I'm going to use this guy to just heal 2. I definitely use this guy to build. I forgot to flip him, so that I don't get to use him again. Positive. Okay, so that's the end of the round. So let's first produce. We'll do crystals. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Bottled demons. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seashells. 1, 2, 3, 4. tools. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's plug this in, and this is why you need the app to tell you how to break down things 5, 6, and 4, because then it just tells you how to break it down the best. That's right, Francisco. Auto win on the natural 20. I don't think I answered you on the games that you liked, Francisco. I'll do it while I'm refreshing everything here. But I like those games as well. You talked about, well, I don't really like Drephosaurus, but I like Scythe. I like Too Many Bones. I've also only played it, I actually think I've played it twice, maybe 3 times. I don't own it. A friend of mine owns it. And I've really enjoyed it when I've played it. The thing about Too Many Bones is it ends, I feel like it ends just as it's getting really good. Like, I don't know, that's the best way I can put it. It ends, and right as you're getting powerful, right as you've gotten the your bag built the way you want it, it ends. I don't know. I think it might feel too long if it didn't end that early, but that's the thing. I'm always like, man, I'm powerful. I want to keep going, because you really like it. It has a good progression curve. You struggle really hard in the beginning, and like the first couple fights are really hard, and then like the middle fights are like, oh, okay, like we got it, and then by the end you're really powerful, and I just want more of that, being really powerful. I get 2 coins from this. Shuffle his. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I got lots of money. Things I want to buy. Exactly. Things I want to buy. I have up to 59 money to spend. And again, everything resets to 0, including your money, so you can't carry any money over with you. I want to buy gear. I feel like if I buy this scaled sword and put it here, I almost guarantee killing this thing. If I roll 4s is the only downside, which is a downside. I'm going to use this guy to build, so I'll be at 15 health. I'll be at 15 health. So let's start with, I'm going to sell 1 of each resource for 12. This costs 15. This costs 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 15 minus 1. I should probably spend these last 2 to go here. Complete that row. It is 6 points after all. Yeah. I don't like putting the extra bit there. I'm healing 3 because I'm using this guy. But I also don't think I'm building 3 times. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. So I put it there, so it costs an extra 2 coins. Okay, what's he doing? Exhaust his leftmost specialist and discard the bottom of these. Okay, and then, oh, I need to spend 1 seashell, 1 of those, and 1 of these for 9 coins. And I'm going to spend 1 plus 6, so 7 of those 9 coins. So I'll get 2 back to buy that scaled sword. And that was using this guy. He is going to surge. I don't even know what the closest one is, but I can tell you I'm not going to get it, so it doesn't matter there. Okay, and I am going to come here, move 2. Whoops, got to reset those. I'm going to fight this guy. This is the most powerful guy on the map. We'll see. Let's hope I am strong enough. I should be, I hope. So he is at 21 health. He is doing 7 damage a turn. I block 3 damage a turn. So, number 1, so doing some laser eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take the 4 from him. And I do want to use one of these to do an additional 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Me. 3, 9 damage. So I am in the clear. I take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then doesn't really matter. Let's roll a 4, because that's what I need, and I stop the most damage. 4. I'm not making that up. Ugh. Well, that was lucky. So 1, I heal 1 because I rolled a 4. And then 2, I stop 5, so I only take 2. And that is exactly what he has left. So I was able to do it, and I didn't get totally... Oh, I spent 1 of those. That's not that. Okay. So I get a book. And I get 4 people. Now, I can spend 2 of these at any point in time, including amongst getting these people, to refresh the row. So, at the moment I score victory points for these and these, so I'm going to take both of those. Now I really want a crystal. Now crystals are the rarest in there. So, I could take another seashell now and try and dig for a crystal by refilling 4, or I could try and refill now and then like just take the good stuff if there is good stuff. See if there is a crystal. Like I would need 2 crystals of this. If I got a seashell and a crystal, I could figure out a way to stick them in this row, and it's an extra 2 points. I think I'm going to refresh them now. Unfortunately, I saw there was 1 crystal on top, so I'm going to shuffle these up best I can here. Pull out 3 without looking. 1, not what we wanted. 2. That is what we wanted. Now I'll take anything that's not a seashell. 3. That is a seashell. So we're taking these 2 as the final 2. So now I can figure out a way to weasel these guys into the top row, because that's full set. Up here, I have to build a couple more things. Okay. What is he doing? I attacked. He is searching again. What am I doing? It's definitely not worth me coming to those things. 2, 3, 4. I could go fight that one. Okay. Let's see what we got here. And I think I'm going to fully spin my stuff here. So I got 2, 3, 3, 4. That is, if I fully spin, that is 38. At best, I could get another one of these. Does it change anything? Nope, just an extra. Get another one of those and another shell. What? Oh, other way. What the heck? Yeah, it's not much. So I think I'm going to fully spin everything here. What's that for? 1? No, that's a 2. Yeah, 38. So I'm going to fully spend all my resources, figure out the final amount of money that I am sitting with here. So it's 38. So plus 2 is 40. So this is worth 3 points per crystal I produce. I produce 4, that's 12 points. Probably worth buying. And then there's not a lot of other ones worth buying here. If I built this one, so what I could do is I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. I could go kill that thing for 3 guys. I could also kill this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 for 2 guys. If that's the case, I would get this so I could refresh this, try and get some more stuff. And then I heal. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I am going to spend 4 to use this specialist. Get 2 of these and 1 of these. He is going to attack. He attacks the lowest number. It is this 4. He gets 2 of these guys, which is actually good for me. And then I will spin the 4 movement to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need to heal first. It's doing 2 damage a turn to me. If I roll a 1 and a 4, it goes, no, then I heal 1. I think I can fight it like this. I hope I'm not wrong. We're going to try it. How much health does it have? 12. A 4. I heal 1. I do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it does 1. A 1. The scenario I said I didn't want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does. Oh, hang on. I blocked all 5 of it in the last round. Not 4 of it. Anyway, I'm taking 2 now. I think no matter what, I have to heal before fighting this guy, so I want to save a crystal, so I'm just going to go another round. 3, well, that definitely kills it, and I take 2 more. Okay. So, I get 2 more guys. I think I'm going to refresh the row here. We're hoping for a crystal. Or I take these 2, I heal and fight this thing, and I have a full row. No, we're going to refresh. I'm going to spin these. All right. 1 more crystal. 2 bottled demons. Crystal. And another crystal. Okay. Was able to write a few endings. Ben, thank you for the stream. Hope you win. Thank you, Francisco. We are right here at the end. This is the 6th round, by the way. I forgot to change that. But yes, I hope I win too. Definitely appreciate you joining. Glad you got some of your writing done for sure. Okay, so I'm going to take a crystal. I'll just, I need to build something. A crystal and a crystal and a demon, I think. Okay. We'll figure out where we're placing everybody once we're totally done. Over to them. They are going to exhaust one of their leftmost. If they can't, they'll exhaust my leftmost. And I think still the best bet for me is to just come here. So I'm going to spend 5 coins to fully heal and get a seashell. And I managed to only have to do that at the very first turn of the game and the end of the game, I think. Maybe I healed one other time, but not too bad. That's what I'm doing. They are going to attack. I think they already attacked. They did. They're going to recruit a specialist. This guy. And it doesn't matter to them because everything is used. Doesn't matter to me, I mean. Okay. Let's use my last 3 movement to go boom, boom. And I do take 1 damage because it's a mountain. And then I'm going to fight this guy who is at 18 health. And let's see. 2. So I'm going to do 8. And I should definitely use my last mana because it's my last turn anyway for another 4. He's doing 6 minus 3, so 3. And 1, 5. I don't have mana to spend. Yeah. Did I move me? What did he did 1, 2. How much did he do? He did 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the last round. 4. So I heal 1, and then I block 5. So I'm going to take 1, and he dies. Okay. Whoops. And I will get 3. So let's take these 3. Experience, it doesn't do anything. Okay, so he is going to roll the die. This part doesn't matter too much. 4, he just takes the quest. Okay, and then I will now do my final buildings. And we just want to build one. We need to be able to house a decent amount of people now. So I'm going to spend 4 and 3. So that's 7 minus 1 is 6. To build that one gives me 4 beds up there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have an extra bed on this row. I need 1 more bed on this row. But let's put this here. I have an extra bed on this row. So put that there. So I need 3 more beds. Don't know if I can get 3 more beds. We'll see. What's he doing? He's going to exhaust my leftmost specialist. Oh, how much did I just spend there? I spent 5 plus 3, 7. I spent 4 plus 3, 6. So I should have definitely used the other one first. But I'm going to get 4 coins from this. Okay, so now what? Because I'm going to have to use these building guys. He's out of cards. So let's use this building guy here, which costs 6. Because I'm recruiting him. 6 plus, I need a bed. This. 6 plus 5 is 11, minus 1 is 10. We'll put this bed here. What is better? Putting it here? I'm pretty sure I can only afford one more build, because that's going to cost 8. Yeah. So I'm going to put it here. Get a seashell. Oh, and get a seashell from this. Okay. He doesn't have anything. I'm then going to, unless this is a cheaper building, the last one, 4. They're both 4. So I spent 8, which I can sell 3 seashells for 8. So I spend 8 plus I have 20 to spend. I think this is my best bet of 14. So we'll call it 13, get 2 back. Whoops. Put that one here. So that is 1, 2 more beds there, another there, 5, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, yep. I think that's it. I have 7 money left. This costs 2. I can sell this for 2, so I have 9 money left. I can't do it. Can't build in the final spot. 4 coins short. Okay. Well, if you made it this long, that is the end of the game. So now we go to final scoring, which I think is, truthfully, one of the best parts. So I'll just do it here in the book here. But end of game. So we go to the end of the game here, and instead of the normal production that would happen, we discard everything. So discard all of your coins, set marker resources to 0, except for books. Books is the only thing that stays. And then we are now going to produce all our goods based off what we make. So I'm going to do these one at a time. We'll start with tools. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tools. Bottled demons. I got 1 on the card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Seashells. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then crystals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Okay, and then we basically sell that for coins. So this is, again, where my analysis paralysis app comes in much handy. 7 seashells, 6 tools, 8 bottled demons, 6 crystals. So 84. So we'll just know 84 is my base score. So each coin is worth 1 point. You gain victory points for each building. So I'm just going to bust out the good old calculator here. So 84 plus, gain victory points for each building, 4 buildings in the second, third, and fourth row. So every row that has 4, I didn't get it here, which is a bummer, but 7 and 6. I had extra coins. Should I have put this? There instead of there. Oh well. So 7 and 6, 13. Gain victory points for housing that contain villagers that produce at least one of each type of good. So all of them have at least the 4 types of good. So we get 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 5. Some buildings give victory points for requirements. So this, I get 3 points per crystal that I produce at the end of the game here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I could have looked here. 7. So 7 times 3 is 21. This one is for bottled demons. So 3 times 8 is 24. And this one is for hammers. So 6 times 2 is 12. Gain victory points for completed quest. So that is 1 point. That is 1 point. That is 3 points. That is 1 point. And that is 10 points. Completed order markers, which I did not do any. So final score is 193. The book says on your first solo play you should attempt to beat 100 and then go from there as a beat your own score thing. So I think that is not too bad. If I look in the campaign log here, I'm just gonna see. So we actually ran a campaign. Paul and Kirsten ran one, me and Lacey ran one, and our friends Joe and Shelby from Board Games from 2 all ran one. Looking at campaign 2, or excuse me, 4, it was my best, 238, got 193, not bad. Lacey got 175, would have still beat her. Joe 156, Shelby 130, Kirsten 175, Paul 119, so not too bad aside from my killer score here. I must have had some great game because this game was not too bad. You know, looking at this, 190s is, there's 199 Lacey did. Yeah. I think the bot, right, being a bot and not like a normal player would have been taking some of the monsters and that kind of stuff. That's why I really got this. But yeah, this was now or never. I appreciate it if you guys stuck it around this long. I honestly think this is a super fantastic game. Took 3.5 hours. I think that's probably about average for what most of ours always took. We wrote down our time, so Lacey and I played significantly longer than Paul and Kirsten. So yeah, most of ours were all the 3 to 4 hour range. So got 4.5, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 3.25, 3.5. So I think it's not bad considering I was having to talk out a lot of things. If you haven't checked out this game, highly recommend it. I highly recommend it, but you just watch the playthrough so you can see exactly what and how the game is. If this interests you and you like building really a production engine, because again, that is the bulk of the game, right? Half my score, 82 points. came from the production engine, and it really feeds you being able to do everything else. So if you really like that, you'll like this game. Lacey and I both very much enjoy that. It's a game where there's a little bit of player interaction, but I honestly found it to be relatively all positive player interaction, right? So I use Lacey's Specialist, but Lacey gets coins from it, which almost always benefited. Like, it was almost always better if I'm using Lacey's Specialist. She's getting coins, but the real benefit is now her only option is to use my Specialist, which pays me coins. So we both came out more coins than if neither of us used each other's Specialists and we just used our own. And once you kind of wrap your head around that, of how it's not a negative for me using your Specialist, and it doesn't feel bad because we both come out ahead from the deal, I think the interaction is very positive, and it becomes very fun in that way of, oh, I'm going to use your guy that lets me heal some. And yeah, occasionally it'd be like, oh, I needed to use that heal, or I wanted to use that heal, would be more. But what you got out of it was so much better. If you watch this whole playthrough, you saw how tight the beginning of the game is, right? First round of the game, I produced 1 crystal. So from rounds 1, right, between 1 and 2, right? So round 1, you produce nothing. But rounds 1 and 2, I produced 1 crystal. And then, 5 rounds later, I'm getting to produce all this, and how much that compounds, and how much having that extra 3 coins or 4 coins for, certain specialists like that one. But having that little bit of extra coins, especially in the beginning, just makes so much of a difference. I don't know. I would much rather play this with Lacey, and I think I would probably, from now on, play it with Lacey. Because at least compared to the AI who was just doing stuff to do stuff to help me refresh, at least her moves are meaningful to her. I still think this was good. I think it was fun. But you also have to like 3-hour-long Euros, and there is the kind of trap. So Paul, very much, if you know much about me and Paul, Paul very much likes narrative story games. And this one, it's very weak, right? It's 3 lines of text and a decision, and then 1 or 2 sentences to kind of wrap up that short, brief story, quote unquote story. So you have to like that, or you have to not, I guess, be expecting some sweeping, long 3-hour worth of story. There are plenty of games that do that. This is not one of them, right? This is, it's kind of the difference between this and My Father's Work, where My Father's Work really slows down the game to tell you this very narrative story, and the board plays out because of that story. This one isn't that at all. This one is very much, this is about the game, and the story is just there for some refreshers amongst it. So that's all I got. I'm going to stop rambling about it because probably not listening at this point. But if you are, drop a little comment below and tell me, say, hey, Devin, I watched the entire playthrough because it helped me fall asleep, or that you actually enjoyed it, because that would make you feel good too. I'd appreciate it. But seeing as I don't expect many people to watch 3.5 hours of me building a Euro-y engine, I won't be sad if nobody comments. So that's all I've got. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. All those things help us, help our channel grow. See you on the next one.